Oh, do you know the way to the... Oh, never mind. I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft The Journey with me, BugmanCX, here in Arboria, the jungle treetop village. Behind me is the iron farm that we built in the last couple of episodes, and of course, I'm surrounded by villagers everywhere in this village. They just grow and breed, and they seem to live forever. In today's episode, we are in snapshot 12W08A, and this is the last snapshot before we can upgrade to release 1.2.1, and there's a reason that I've been holding back. I want to just jump over here to the iron farm. How do I get back in here? Down this way. Jump over here to the iron farm, and I want to show you, I want to show you something over here. I've been AFKing over here at this stream where all of these iron ingots collect, and I've been storing them in here, and look what I've gathered so far. I have, that's not very impressive. I have a full double chest worth of blocks of iron. It takes around about 5 minutes to get 42 ingots and about half an hour to get a full stack. So if you can imagine, this is about 9 by 1, 2, 3, 6 by 9. I can't do maths on recording, but a lot of half hours getting ingots and building up my iron supply. And one of the reasons for that is because in this snapshot, the rates of the iron golems spawning up there in the iron farm are actually increased, and they decrease as of the next version. So I wanted to get my supplies up as much as possible, but also I have some plans for these blocks of iron in today's episode, and to use them, we're going to have to travel to the Nether. I'm going to need quite a lot of these as well. Now, back in Alpha, we built this beautiful nether hub here made out of snow spheres, all interconnected. And one of the things that we did was we exploited a bug to do with growing crops here in the nether. And if you grow crops into bedrock, you can break open the nether ceiling. That's because the bedrock blocks would get replaced by a growing crop. And we weren't able to do very much up on the ceiling because you couldn't place any blocks there. It was above the world height limit for the nether. So getting up there was cool and everything, but not much value to us really. But now in these later versions, it's considerably different. The first big change, as I've mentioned before, is that you can now place blocks up here on the surface of the nether ceiling. I probably can't place pumpkins. Oh, you can. Okay. I thought you might have had to place them on dirt. But I can place pumpkins up here on the nether ceiling, which means that we can build things up here. But another thing you might notice is that there are a lot of mobs up here, and there shouldn't be, because mobs aren't supposed to spawn on bedrock. So clearly there's a bug there which is causing them to do so, and that'll probably get fixed at one point, and that is one of the reasons why this place can now be considered considerably dangerous. I think we just need to sort this out before we get on any further, because it might destroy my... What's going on here? Where's my bow? Ah! Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. Don't comment on my bow skills, please. Right, so we can actually get up here and build things, but in this version, and this version only, there's also another bug that we're going to exploit, and it allows us to break more of this nether ceiling bedrock. And by opening more holes that access the nether ceiling, we're able to link up other areas of our world right up here on top of the nether. Now let's just talk about the nether ceiling for a minute, because I am a strong believer that this is technically out of bounds. As we saw in the alpha versions and leading all the way up to this point, the only reason we were able to get up here at all is because we exploited a bug, and when we got here, we weren't able to place blocks. Now clearly, when the height of the world was changed in recent versions, The height of the Nether was changed as well, but nobody expected that this would make a difference because you can't get up here. You're not supposed to be up here. But through exploiting bugs, we are able to get up here, and we are now able to place blocks up here and build structures and farms and things right up here on the Nether ceiling. Now, that's an interesting dilemma because it's been like that in the game from this version, and it still is like that in modern versions today. It's almost like the Nether ceiling has become part of the lore. Now, in my opinion, I don't really think it's right to be up here and build things up here because it's technically out of bounds. But because it is accessible to us and it is part of the game, and exploiting bugs and exploring quirks within the game is part of what we do here, we are going to use this and we're going to build up here and just see what the game has to offer us in this completely abnormal space in which to build. I'm only going to focus on linking up the main base areas that we've built in, that being the Alpha House, the Beta Lake, the Ravine, and Arborea. Oh, and of course, World Spawn. Now, we've already breached the Nether ceiling in the Alpha House area, so we only need to do this 4 more times for these other base areas. This is the spawn portal, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to add this roof access. I mean, let's have a little bit of a look around. The place is already built. We have a passageway going off to Arborea and the Alpha area. We have our faux portal room, which I built using beta 1.9 end portal frames. And down this way, we have access through to the Blaze farm and the Ravine base. And this way goes to the Beta Lake area and other things from around that time. Also, over here, we have the exit from the end. This is where, if you go through the Nether portal block that I put in the end, you appear down there. And so this place is already pretty busy, and I didn't really plan for roof access when I designed this rounded ring thing. So I think we're just going to go here. We're just going to start hacking away at this area here and build a little access way through here. It's still relatively close, and it'll be like, I don't know, a little lift system, an elevator that goes to the top, except it won't be an elevator, it'll be more like a ladder, probably. But let's just dig it out and see what we can do with it. Just getting started here with our Nether roof access. We got a nice little entryway now, and I'm about to dig up here. And what I've got is I've got an up way and a down way. These vines should catch me on my way down, I hope. And if I just pop over here and dig straight up, there shouldn't be any problem with any kind of lava because these versions of the Nether don't have those little lava pockets. But I'm going to use this back wall here to dig myself up first, and then I'll just dig back down and open up the rest of this. So once I'm done and once I've reached that bedrock ceiling, we should be able to break through. We've made it to the Nether ceiling. All right, I'm going to dig out a little section here where we can work. I still do need to dig out these blocks all the way down to the passageway there, but look, we've got probably 10 bedrock blocks to break up here. I'm going to make this a 2x2 hole up to the ceiling. Well, we now have a hole and a ceiling, so let's get started. First, I'm just going to place some netherrack. Let's pop you there. We'll deal with that later, just so I've got somewhere to stand on. And we're going to break all the blocks in this 2x2. I guess starting with this one because it's right here. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use iron golems. Of course we are. So we need to place, let's have a look here. We need to place the T for the iron golem right here. And then what will happen is when I place this pumpkin right here and convert this into an iron golem, for some reason that will cause the block above its head to disappear. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. It's just gone. Hello. Oh, did I push you into the, I think I pushed you into the wall. But this is going to be a problem because I need to clear these out without taking any damage. Because, ow, because they hurt. And there's going to be quite a few of them. I did bring some lava with me, but I've left it downstairs. I'm very good at that sort of thing. So let's pop up and do a couple more. Let's see. We'll make this a little bit easier. And each time we need to do the closest one to us, I think that would be best. So we've got one here. Now, I wonder if I need to clear out some extra space, you know, just around it, because I really don't know exactly how this spawning works. But let's have a look. Yes, yes, yes. Stay in the wall, because I don't want to deal with you myself, if I can help it. How many hit points do they have? Like 40 or something ridiculous? But as long as you stay there and just do your little golem dance. Nice dance moves, buddy. You should eventually disappear. Maybe I can just encourage you to go into the wall there a little bit more. Right, well, let me just continue on here a little bit and see how we get on finishing this up. Now, is this... Oh, I see a potential problem. I might need to clear out some of these extra ones in order to get to these, because let's just have a look here. If that were the pumpkin, I wouldn't be able to place the block right here. So yes, I'm going to have to clear out a few. Oh, you're still here. I'm going to have to clear out a few as... Thank you. Clear out a few as I go. So let's just do this one while we were here. Might as well do it anyway. Yes, that should be perfect. Perfect. Another one in the wall. Okay, I've got some clearing to do. I'm not sure if this one's going to work. I doubt it, because we've got this bedrock block here. And I think if there's a block underneath their arms, the golem will not spawn. So, oh, it did spawn. Okay, well, the rules must be different in this version, which is good for me, because it means I have to break less bedrock blocks. You right there, buddy? These poor things. I think that these 4 blocks here will access the nether ceiling, and we've got a couple of spots where we should be able to break through, like right here. We would put the pumpkin here and make the T shape right here. And let's see if we can observe that nether sky. Is it a sky? Because the nether doesn't really have a sky. Let's see if we break through. Yes, we absolutely do. And of course, there's a big, ugly magma cube up there, making things really annoying for us. So let's just get rid of you, please. Thank you very much. And we're going to get up there and have a little bit of a look around. First, oh, there's several of you. You're going to make my life very annoying, aren't you? Yep. Okay, let's just get up there and see what happens. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's chaos already. What is this? What is this? 1, 2, 3. 3 ghasts. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem up here, I can tell. But you know what? 4 ghasts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay. Is that another one up there? 5. 5 ghasts. I don't know if you can see it up there, but it's way up there. Oh, ow. Okay, got a little bit of work to do. Only one more piece of bedrock to break now, and look how annoying this one is, because if I place this block there, this is where the pumpkin would go. So where exactly do I put the iron blocks? I can't put it that way. I can't put it that way. So I have to pretty much break all of these blocks around it just to get access to the space that I need. So I think the best way to go would be across this way, just to get rid of these 2. So let's see if we can quickly do that together. We got enough room to place 1 right here, and then just quickly, get rid of it. Are we hitting it? Yes, we're hitting it. And then I think we need to get rid of that one. That should be just enough. Now, do we have access? Yes, we do. We can do this, that, and then that. Yes, okay. Ow! Right, now we've got access to that final piece of bedrock. We should be good to go now. Let's pop up and get a little bit more room here. Yes. Right, so final piece. That's where the head would be. This is where the body goes. And replace this one. And we've got our 2x2 access to the nether ceiling. And of course, we just have to get rid of poor old Rusty. Sorry. Ow! I deserved that. I've now set up a portal up here on the top. Inside the portal is the chute all the way down to the bottom there. But I forgot to bring a flint and steel, so I have no way of lighting it. Unless maybe... Yes, 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 yes. No. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I wonder if I can do the others. Well, for now, one side will do, but the real question on everybody's lips, well, my lips, is where exactly will this portal lead? And if we go into the portal on the overworld side, will it bring us up here or stay connected down there? Because the whole point of this is that it should stay connected down there. But let's go and see exactly what we find. Once we get through this portal, I think it's quite clear we'll be out here at world spawn. But when we make our way back, where will we be? Hopefully down the bottom. And yes, we're down the bottom, which makes the over the ceiling route the secondary route. I definitely didn't want it to be the primary route. Beautiful. Up here on top of the alpha area portal. Well, maybe you'll light up this one. No, no, no. You destroyed my portal. Okay, hopefully this one. Oh, you were so good before and now. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's see where this one hooks us up to. Not a very convenient location. Unfortunately, we're sort of right behind the skyboat track, considerably far away. I'm not going to try and move this one for the time being because I already have that hole in the ceiling, so maybe I'll come back later and make this a more convenient layout, but this should take us back to around about here. Yep, exactly where we expected. Now we've got two more to hook up, the beta area and the ravine base. Oh, and Arborea as well, 3 more. We now have multiple portals leading to multiple places and multiple holes up here in the nether ceiling as well. This one's the one that goes to the Beta Lake area. And yes, it's not as big as the one we dug for the Alpha area, but you know, it is just a utility hole. It allows us access up and down, and the portal similarly as well. I'll probably decorate them all a little bit, but I wanted to just focus on hooking them up first. So as you can see, we can drop down. I'm not sure if I've got vines down the bottom of this one yet. I do. I did put some in. This is just to catch you on the way down so that it's much easier to just drop down and you don't have to wait while you descend a ladder. And as you can see, this is the little mini hub for the Beta Lake area. So it's quite convenient right here in this section where you can just get up to the roof. The ladder is a little bit slow, unfortunately. But you know, there might be some ways that we can deal with that in the future as well. If you follow this set of torches, it'll take you to the spawn portal, which you can see there coming in the distance there. So this isn't very far between that portal and this portal. Makes you wonder why we would bother even putting a rail link between them at all. But we're going to do that anyway, because as the world grows, there will be a need for transport to the more further reaches of the world. Like out this way, which heads out to the ravine base, which is actually quite far. There's one of my rails. Thank you very much. I was just doing a little bit of testing here because this is a line of torches that goes off at an angle. And if we are to put some rail down to a destination that goes off to an angle, then we're going to have this problem, right? Where we have to make these bends in the rail in order to send it off in the direction that we want. So I was just having a little bit of a play with what that might look like. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if we have to do a lot of this. We have endless iron and wood now that we have an iron farm, and we can just connect them up in this way and send them between the two places that they need to go. It's going to be a little bit ugly, but it'll at least be functional. Time to do a little bit of a side-by-side, starting from this crafting bench here in the ravine base hub area, all the way to spawn, on foot and on rail. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Now, of course, I did try and book Rory and Corey for this gig, but they're such megastars now that their calendars are completely booked out, so I'm just going to have to do this myself. As we can see on the right, I'm on foot, and I'm already at the first turn, and now it's just straight tunnels back to the portal. Whereas on the left, for the rail, I'm stuck climbing this ladder, and it is super slow. So we might have to consider how we're going to speed that up. Maybe some kind of minecart elevator or something. But we're still going ahead on foot, and on the rail, we're struggling with this minecart thing a bit. I'm in and off we go. But on foot, I'm basically already at the portal. On the rail, of course, I'm zigging and zagging, and on foot, I've just made it at 44.14 seconds. On the rail, let's just see how we go. Sorry for the jiggering left and right, but it's just how it is on this rail. I'm in a bit of trouble here with these ghasts. This is a constant problem up here on the nether ceiling, but I don't think it'll last forever. So we just have to deal with it while we can. I'm a bit discombobulated. And down we go. And caught up on the vines and the ladder there. But we've made it to the portal in a respectable 1 minute 18.27. Right now, I'd call this system very much a prototype. I don't know what design I'm going to go for these little loading stations where you jump into the minecart, and I've got to fix this up because some ghasts blew it up. Oh, they've blown up the redstone line here as well. I didn't even notice that, and I don't have any with me. The ghasts are a real problem around here. Even when you're in the minecart, they will just hurl fireballs at you, and if they hit the track blows up and leaves holes. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, or if we'll just wait for the ghast problem to go away on its own whenever this bug with the bedrock gets fixed. But in between episodes and over the course of the next however long, I will hook up the rest of these tracks and we can work out how much more convenient this is. I'll also have to come up with a new approach for these uppy downies, I think, and I need to work that out before we upgrade, because if I have to open up any more bedrock, I need to do that in this version. But right now I'm thinking minecart elevator is probably the best bet. It will be the quickest. You just right click, 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 and then get to the top. But I don't know how well that works in these versions, so there's even more to experiment with there. By the way, if I just drop down, I want to show you something else that I discovered while I was using this version. Here I've got my poor old Efficiency 5 Silk Touch Unbreaking 3 Diamond Pickaxe, which is on its last legs at the moment. But if I use this pickaxe on a Silk Touchable item, the Silk Touch doesn't work. For some reason, it's just completely broken in this version, and I have no idea what's going on. I broke some glass a little bit earlier, and then I realized that nothing dropped. So hopefully that gets fixed soon, because I quite enjoy my Silk Touch. But that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to hang out in Discord, there are links to that below. Patreon, join up on Google, YouTube thing on the thanks button down below. You know how to do all that stuff. And as always, I want to say a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons for all of the support. Thank you. Until the next episode, this has been BugmanCX. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye-bye.